Hi Pre-K, this is Miss Caroline and my helper Joe.
Hello.
This week we are going to focus on bugs. And to help with our challenge, we're going to read Bugs Are Insects by Anne Rockwell. There are many kinds of insects living all around us. Ants are insects, so are crickets and mosquitoes. So are butterflies and bees. Insects come in many shapes, sizes, and colors. They don't all look alike, but there's a way to tell if something is an insect. Count its legs. Count how many parts make up its body. Joe, can you count my insect's legs and tell me how many legs he has?
Each insect has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs.
Good job. Is a ladybug an insect? All insects have external skeletons. You have a hard skeleton inside with parts that move. Your skeleton holds you up and helps give your body its shape. But an insect has a hard skeleton on the outside with parts that move. The skeleton is like a shell around its body. It holds the insect up and gives its body its shape. A ladybug has an external skeleton. Does that mean it's an insect? Maybe not. All insects have external skeletons, but not all animals with external skeletons are insects. Crabs, lobsters, shrimps, and scorpions have external skeletons too, but they are not insects. Many insects have 2 pairs of wings and a pair of antennae. Sometimes the antennas are long, like those of crickets or butterflies. Sometimes they are short, like those of beetles. Joe, can you point out the antennas on the bug?
I think that's a cricket, has really, really long antenna, and that's a beetle with a short antenna.
Good. But all insect bodies are divided into 3 parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. There are 6 legs attached to the thorax. Anything that has 6 legs and 3 body parts is an insect. A ladybug has 6 legs and 3 body parts. Joe, is that an insect?
Yes.
Good. Joe, will you point out the 3 parts of the insect?
That is the head, that is the thorax, and that is the abdomen.
Good. Now look at a spider. Is it an insect? It has an external skeleton, but count its legs. How many does it have? How many does it have, Joe?
8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So is a spider an insect?
No. Insects
Why?
have 6 legs.
Oh, okay. Now can you count how many body parts my spider has?
I think a spider just has 2 body parts. It has its head, and then I guess its abdomen.
Good. A spider has 8 legs, not 6. Its body is divided into 2 parts. Good job, Joe. Not 3. So it's not an insect. Scorpions and daddy longlegs are similar to spiders. Now we know that a ladybug is an insect, but is it really a bug? We sometimes call insects bugs. Many people think the 2 words mean the same thing, but they don't. A bug is an insect with a mouth like a beak and a head that forms a triangle. A stink bug is a bug. So is a bed bug, and so is a water strider, even though it doesn't have the word bug in its name. Did you know that, Joe?
No, I did not know that.
But a ladybug's mouth doesn't look like a beak. Its head isn't shaped like a triangle. A ladybug isn't a bug at all. It's a beetle. Beetles are insects with a pair of hard wings you can't see through that hides a second pair of clear wings. The hard wings make a straight line down the top of the abdomen when they are closed. Joe, how many spots does my ladybug have? Can you count them for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots.
Good job. Different kinds of insects have different kinds of mouths to suck, pierce, bite, or chew. A mosquito has a mouth that can pierce your skin and draw blood. A butterfly has a long, curled up mouth part for sucking nectar from flowers, just like you suck juice through a straw. Different kinds of insects have different kinds of legs as well. Crickets have long back legs for jumping. Water boatmen have wide, flat legs for paddling. Bees have fuzzy legs that can carry pollen from flower to flower. Grasshoppers have legs for making music. Joe, out of all of these bugs, which one is your favorite?
I like the grasshopper.
I think I like the grasshopper too. Some insects are good builders. Ants build tunnels. Bees build honeycombs of wax that comes from their bodies. Wasps build paper nests. These insects live in large communities where each helps the others. No matter what they look like or how they live, all insects have 6 legs and 3 body parts. Here are some of the creatures you might find in your backyard. Joe, are all of these creatures insects?
No, I can tell right away that this guy, I think he's a centipede, is not an insect because he's got way more than 6 legs. Here's a spider. There's 8 legs. That's not an insect. But this guy, he's got 3 legs on each side, so that's 6. And he's got his antenna and 3 body parts, so he's definitely an insect.
Good job, Joe. Insects are all around, flying through the air, chewing on leaves, creeping through grass. Scientists think that there are more kinds of insects than there are kinds of fish or birds or any other animal in the world. Look in your own backyard and see how many insects you can find. And always remember to count their legs. I hope you enjoyed our book and you learned a lot about bugs and which ones are specifically insects. Joe, as a review, you want to share what makes a bug an insect?
An insect has 3 body parts.
Which are?
Its head, its thorax, and its abdomen. And attached to the thorax are 6 legs.
Good job. Okay.
And they have 2 antennae.
This week's challenge is, can you build your own insect using the materials provided? In order to build our insect, we are going to use Play-Doh, pipe cleaners, googly eyes, and scissors. Remember, if you do not have all of these materials at home, they can easily be substituted for whatever you do have to make your own insect. So Joe, why don't you go ahead and begin building?
Okay. I think I'll use Play-Doh for the body.
In order for it to be an insect, how many parts does your bug need to have?
It needs 3 parts.
And what were they?
You need 1 part for the head,
Good.
1 part for the middle section, the thorax, and another for the bottom, the abdomen. So I'm going to put 3 pieces together.
I'm going to go ahead and cut you some antennas.
Okay. I'm going to give him some eyes.
now. Here you go.
Okay, so I get some really cool sparkly antennas.
And then most importantly, how many legs does an insect have?
6 legs.
Okay, so I'm going to cut 6 legs out using the pipe cleaner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I learned from our book today that all 6 legs extend from the thorax, or the middle section of the insect's body. So I'm going to put 3 on each side of the thorax.
And then the most important part of our challenge, we need to name our insect. Joe, what do you think we should name him?
I think he looks kind of like a Pete.
A Pete. So this is Pete,
Pete's the insect.
our insect.
He lost his head.
I hope y'all have fun creating your own insects at home. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.